Alright guys, so I am back from North Carolina, and this is my, I guess, epilogue to the North Carolina trilogy, as it turned out to be. Released 3 videos from that amazing trip, and thank you again for Man Cave and Zach Jack Dan for basically hosting, putting us up, hanging out with us, dealing with our northern attitudes, and being the most gracious hosts. So thank you to Man Cave and his family, Zach Jack Dan and to his family. Greatly appreciated your hospitality, and if you guys ever make it up north to New York, you guys will always have a place to stay. But as I stated, this is the epilogue where my package of pickups has arrived. Obviously, I couldn't take this all on the plane. It was just too much. So basically had it sent back to myself, and it's here finally. Actually took about 4 days, but got this giant box of goodies. So let's dig into it. And honestly, I don't even remember, I think, everything that's in here. So this is going to be, well, I remember most stuff, obviously, but this is still pretty exciting to me. I'm very excited to show you guys the fruits of this trip, which, as you guys saw, this trip was really special. It was special getting a chance to hang out with all my friends there that, you know, we don't nearly get to see each other nearly enough. Obviously, Man Cave, the Jersey Geek, Century TMC, JV's Toy Trunk, Zach Jack Dan, and it was a pleasure meeting Kent Pool for the first time. Really nice guy. All these guys have channels. Be sure to check them out. And let's dig into this box. First of all, I'll show you this. You guys saw this in the hunt videos, but this is probably the best pickup that I had all weekend. And I put it in a case. This case is actually, basically, it's a mini football helmet case on its side, and it fits this Slaughter perfectly. This is the Ljn Sgt Slaughter. It was the mail-away exclusive. Very difficult figure to find, especially in good condition. Condition on that one is fantastic, so I could not be happier with that. So, let's see. Packed this up pretty good, so everything looks like it arrived safely. The Mondo Gecko. You know, I gotta check this out, because in a couple of the videos, it turned out that Man Cave actually dropped this. You can see it happen in Jersey Geek's video, and I believe in JB's video. So, I'm gonna open this up to make sure that this is in good shape. So, let's see. Turns out it's broken. I know who to go after. Alright. Just got a little bit of a ding there. Now, it looks like it's in one piece. I don't have to open it all up right now. Alright, it looks okay. Man Cave's lucky. He would have owed me a Super 7. Next. Oh, this is absolutely one of the pieces that I was so happy to get. One of the highlights of the trip, and this was the Storm Collectibles Guile. I've wanted this figure for so long, and we got this at Retro Toys and Collectibles. Incredible store. I made most of my purchases in just 2 stores, in Retro and in Red Genesis. That's where all my heavy purchases came from. So shout out to those stores, amazing stores, along with all the other ones. But that just happened to be where I made most of my buys. Oh, here it is. This is very special to me. This is a G.I. Joe Classified Cobra Commander, but this is the figure that I had signed by Larry Hama, personalized to me. What a gentleman, what a legend in pop culture, in basically creating modern G.I. Joe, or being one of the godfathers of the creation. Basically, he fleshed out and created all the characters for modern G.I. Joe. it's really, it's really something special. It really is. All right, this I got, I believe, at Back in Time, maybe? I don't recall, but I wanted a Hawkman for my DC shelf. This is a beautiful Hawkman. I'm definitely gonna just put this up on my DC shelf. All right, here's a few figures I got for my buddy. This actually isn't even for me. I got him. He Venmoed me some money to pick him up some Black Series figures he needed. The Mandalorian, a Chewbacca, this ARC Trooper, and there's another one in here somewhere. There we go. It's Cad Bane. So that's for my buddy. Next, let's see, I got a couple figures from JB's Toy Trunk. Some wrestlers that he found for me. And this is from the Royal Rumble set, the Dakota Kai. She's probably the hardest one to find from that set. The Yokozuna. And that was the last two figures I needed for that set. And now I can actually build the Jimmy Hart. So those I'll be popping open at some point. Building the Jimmy Hart. That'll be cool. And also got the Goon. Pretty cool. I didn't have this one. I got at Retro. This actually, given what else I bought at that store, was just thrown in for free. It's Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I had this toy as a kid, and Man Cave was actually, he was the one that found it, but he was gonna buy it. Ultimately, he decided against it. When he decided against it, I was like, oh, I'm definitely buying this, because I had this toy as a kid. I loved the franchise. I actually remember watching this cartoon that this toy line was based on, so I'm very excited to get this figure, and I have a feeling that I'm going to probably end up tracking down some of the other figures from this line. And it is Rambo from the toy line, or the toy line from the cartoon. He's missing his bazooka, but he's got the machine gun, and he has his survival knife. Very cool figure. Shoot. This got scrunched a little in transport. Well, the packaging did. The rest of it did okay. Oh boy. So, as you guys saw in all the videos, really, Century went a little turtles crazy. He ended up buying at Red Genesis probably about 15 figures, I think. And these figures were all original Ninja Turtles, complete. It all came from the same collector, and they all came in like these little packages with the card, and if it had the little pizza point right here, that means it's complete. So this comes complete. This is Mutagen Man, which is one of my favorite turtle characters, and Century actually didn't need him, so I was like, well, I'll grab that, because if he needed it, I would have had no problem him taking it, because he was pretty much trying to complete a collection, but he didn't need it. I wanted it for my collection, so I picked it up. Next, gosh, I don't even remember where I got this one. It was at one of the comic type shops, and it is the NECA figure from The Boys Black Noir. Had never seen that before. And last but not least, this is, aside from the Sgt Slaughter, this is my favorite pickup of the trip. This guy, I didn't even know I wanted until probably about 2 weeks before the trip. What it is Mondo is releasing a brand new Master of the Universe He-Man figure, which looks amazing. It comes with a bunch of interchangeable parts where you can change He-Man from regular He-Man to Battle Armor He-Man to Thunder Punch He-Man. It looks absolutely amazing. And I wanted something to accompany this He-Man that I pre-ordered. Now, this He-Man that I pre-ordered from Mondo probably isn't going to arrive till sometime next year, but I needed something to accompany it once it arrived. And I wanted either a Skeletor or a Faker, which were my other two favorite characters. Lo and behold, Retro Toy and Collectibles had the Faker at a very reasonable price. So I picked up the Faker, which this is a beautiful, beautiful figure. It is really, really something. This is probably not doing it justice with any glare or anything like that. So, but trust me guys, this is an amazing looking figure. I will be opening this up and displaying it once I get He-Man. For the time being, I'm going to keep it sealed so it's nice and safe. And that is it. Now, over the course of the last week, I've gotten a ton of stuff in the mail that's arrived. And I'm just going to include that in the regular hunt video. So you guys can stay tuned for that. I'll post my regular hunt video, normally should be on Sunday. So that is really it. Thank you guys so much for support. Thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check out the other 3 videos from this North Carolina trip, which is really, it turned out to be the North Carolina trilogy. It was 3 days, so I did a video for each day of the toy hunt. The other guys combined it all into one video, at least some of them did, but I decided to break it up into 3 different videos. Thank you to Man Cave and Zach Jack Dan, to the Jersey Geek, to Century TMC, to JB's Toy Trunk, and also to Ken Pool, who we saw one of the days. You guys made this trip really special and pretty spectacular, and I'm very glad to be able to share it with my YouTube family, which is you guys. So be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and enjoy. Till next time, take care.